What's up guys, it's Lord Both here with another video, and Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the indie game with a interestingly long title, just cannot stop winning. Because new sales numbers were dropped by them today, and they're pretty good. This comes to us from Pirate Nation on X, and it states, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has crossed 2 million copies sold in 12 days. Less than 2 weeks and 2 million copies sold, everyone. This is a massive success, considering so many factors. The fact that it's a new IP, the fact that it was releasing at the same time as the Oblivion remaster, which was essentially a remake, the fact that it was only being priced at $50, and it was being put on Game Pass for free at the start. But despite all that, it's making near Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 numbers. And probably the biggest factor that people weren't 100% sold on was the team of developers that this came from. Because this is the very first game that this independent studio, Sandfall Studios, has produced. And it's made of only 30 developers. And most of them are ex-Ubisoft devs who didn't like the direction that Ubisoft was taking and decided to go make their own thing. This would also include people working on the project that were straight from Reddit and SoundCloud. This comes to us from PC Gamer, entitled, "He's very good at finding really cool people. Clair Obscur Expedition 33's director found its composer on SoundCloud and lead writer on Reddit." Lorien Testard had never worked on a video game before and was discovered by Expedition 33's director Guillaume Broche on SoundCloud. SoundCloud, which was the platform for people to put out their shitty raps. Guys like the meth addict that used to do the dishes at the restaurant I used to work at, going into the studio and churning out his depressing rap songs. They don't even know who I really be. Social work took my daughter from me. Yeah, stop doing meth, Alex. Little did they know they had mastermind musicians on there, like this guy, because one of the main things people keep praising is how good the music is. And apparently a lot of time went into that music too, because as the article states here, he then proceeded to make the entire score comprising of 154 songs and clocking in at an impressive and slightly terrifying 8 hours and 9 minutes long. So this guy, this music creator, Lorien Testard, he's not afraid to work, apparently. And he also found his lead writer through Reddit. Usually the only thing you can find on Reddit is mental cancer. But apparently this guy, this game director, he found his lead writer. The article states Broche also managed to find his lead writer via unconventional means. Svenberg Yen initially applied for a voice acting role via Reddit. Quote, "I saw a post on Reddit by Guillaume asking for voice actors to record something for free for a demo. I was like, I've never done that. It sounds kind of cool. So I sent him an audition. The audition obviously went well, as Svenberg Young was actually cast as a major character in the early version of the game, but after a couple of rewrites and role switches, she then became the lead writer." I also like what this article states down here at the end. Finding an outstanding composer via SoundCloud and clearly very talented lead writer on Reddit isn't just impressive, it's also a great way to cut costs. Expedition 33 has managed to rival games worked on by hundreds or thousands of devs with much more money. Yes, and they're going to be incredibly more profitable for that specific reason. Their costs are probably way lower than the average AAA game. It also goes to show you what amazing talent there is out there if you just have a keen eye and a keyboard or some apps to search for it. Maybe the video game industry shouldn't be hiring the same couple of guys to write all the music for all the video games. And especially, maybe the video game industry shouldn't be hiring the same 6 actors to do video game voice acting roles and mocaps continuously. Troy Baker does an amazing job in most of the roles that he plays. You also don't need to spend money on Troy Baker to star in your game every single time. Maybe, I don't know, hire somebody else that's not well known, that might be a little less money, and still give you a very talented acting job. I mean, hell, you could apply the same theory to Hollywood. Who are the people that get a lot of hate in Hollywood right now? Zendaya, Pedro Pascal, people whose faces we see in everything. Even Timothy Chalamet, which however much women love that little twink. And Sydney Sweeney, even though there are definite dudes who would crawl through a literal river of shit just to pick her toenails. They too are getting some hate for being so in everything. The point here is that sometimes finding new, fresh talent is both cost effective and will give you great results. Because you have new minds, new ears, new eyes working on projects. And you're not seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And it may just give you the leg up to compete with some of the bigger guys, no matter the entertainment industry. Because as it stands, it should be easier to compete with them right now, because the products they're putting out are terrible. I mean, when's the next big AAA gaming industry game that's going to come out? I think Doom will do well, yes, but they know how to actually give service to their fans. What's the next one after that? Bungie's Marathon? You really think Marathon is going to be good after everything we've seen out of that alpha footage? Yeah, it should be easy to compete with those guys. And if we're able to get more companies like Sandfall Studios that are able to compete at that level, maybe, just maybe, the AAA gaming industry might think about changing some things, or at the very worst, they'll just go away. But those are just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go and leave in the comments. If you liked this video, go and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you watching all of it, and we'll talk to you again later.